Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is Your Turn to Die. And this is my first ever playthrough of Your Turn to Die. We just barely got away from Maple. And honestly, I'm still kind of like feeling the effects. Like, even hear the quietness of this area. And I'm just hoping Katara is going to be okay as well. Where are we going, do you think, after this? We can go anywhere here, right? I guess to insert the card. Yes, of course. Now that we have the card. Yes. We need the ID card to disable level 2. If we use this, ID card authentication successful. It was the real one. Huh? Hey, where'd the security camera footage go? What's going on? So we'd like to remove the security cameras? The other machines are working, there's no problem. So the only security footage disappeared? Wait, what does that mean? Why? The monitors aren't displaying anything. We unlocked all the security, we opened all the locks. Is it back to this thing? The monitor reads coffin control system. Which function do you want? Coffin controls? You can manage all the coffins at once. What will you do? Open? If we open it, we can save Keiji. But are you sure? Maple is rampaging on the lower floor. Oh, the idea that he might be in trouble then if we open it right now. Should we close the shutter? That'll make the cemetery safe at least. That's actually not a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea whatsoever. So close the shutters. Well, we hope so. Like, she ripped through a wall, so we'd hope so. That'll secure Keiji's safety. The shutters have been closed. Which function do you want? The coffin controls. Open them all up. Open them up. If we open them, we can save Keiji. Let's go. There's no need to hesitate. We put ourselves in danger and suffered wounds for this. If this doesn't work, then no one can be saved. It's so crazy the way that that's phrased as well, right? Because, again, they talk about the real emotions that you would be feeling at this time, and that's probably how you would be feeling, right? If we can't do this, then who can be saved? If we can't save if we can't do this, then there's no hope for anything. Because it's a feeling of like all the stuff that you've done, all the stuff you tried to do, all the pain you've gone through, the fight with Maple, searching everywhere to find a way to unlock this, right? All this stuff. It's like, if after all this doesn't work, then what does that do to their motivation, you know? All the coffins have been opened. All right, Romaro? So now the coffins are open, right? They should be, but we can't check. Yeah, we can't see the camera, so we can say. It seems like they were intentionally shut off, though, right? Uh-oh. Wait, what? What the hell's that? What the hell is that? Well, I know what it is, but what? What are we looking? Oh my! Wait, is this like all their deaths? It must be the execution videos. Oh, this is dark. This is so dark. Is this how they all died? These are the victim videos. The videos of our death. Stop showing them, please. Though I don't want to see this ever again. This video won't stop. Hey, now wake up. Midori? This is what happened to you all? Wait, what's happening now? Is this him creating the dolls and waking up the dolls? Romaro Kageyama, you've been revived. Revived? That's right, you remember, don't you? Sort of, vaguely. You'll continue living until the end of your established lifespan. You mean I'm gonna die again? And if you don't want to go back to being a corpse, then before the game ends, have the one you paired with take your place. So this is when he like initialized them, I guess, and like told them what to do. Take my place. Simply make her into a corpse instead. Kill your partner. And so that's the way Midori phrased it to as well, but phrased it to them as well. It's like they will take your place in death. You will die no matter what, and they will take your place in death. Kill my partner. Good luck. Like what? Like I know. Wait, he just drops it on him like this as well. Hey, yeah, good luck. Yeah, kill him. So crazy. What was that? Our first moments. He had the initialization. Right after we were created by Midori. He showed us our deaths like that, and then that is so bad. Again, it's just like he enjoys this. It's like he enjoys this, right? You know, no, that's what it was. Yeah, I was gonna say that's what it is, Reiko. It is. I do think he enjoys this stuff, but it's also putting the fear into him. That's so true. Reiko said it like before. I was about to say, but Reiko said it. Like it's a way to say like, hey, this will happen to you again. Unless you kill other people, this will happen to you again. How awful. Yeah, it's so bad. It's just too cruel. Think about it now. It's the worst possible way things could happen. Like that's the thing. It's like, and now they're looking at this again, right? And the fear is put back into again. This is what could happen. And again, they probably remember the feeling. They probably remember the fear. Who could be shown something like this and have the will to resist? Especially when the one dying in the video is you. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, and you look at it from like, not just like from this perspective. If you felt the pain, right, of dying in a horrific, horrible way, whether it's being crushed or whatever happened to these characters here as well. If someone asked you to do it again, right, the answer would be easily no, right? If someone told you the only way to escape it is to kill somebody else, the answer we'd all like to say is yeah, it's no, right? Because again, that's what we would do. Like I wouldn't be able to do it, right? But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the instilled fear that's in these characters right now in this moment. This isn't a situation in real life where I can like walk away and leave this place, where I can get up from my chair and walk away. You're talking about like these people being trapped in this one space where they can't escape, and they're being told that you will die unless you do something. And again, the reason why I say like I could never do it is just because like I wouldn't be able to ever, my life wouldn't mean anything afterwards. I wouldn't be able to live thinking about that I did something like that. But again, we're talking about in this moment, these people in their shoes, who they are. And I'm not going to sit here judging anyone for thinking, oh, I have to kill this other person because I have to save my life. Because again, like, of course they're thinking in these like crazy ways because all they're thinking about is how to survive, you know? Oh, whoa. Kurumada, so stupid. You're gonna say you'll help them even knowing that? I mean, gotta be shitting me. Is that your resolve? Pathetic. Kurumada. What's the matter now? I'm dead meat anyway. Do you think he's getting... Well, look at him. I was gonna say, do you think he's dead from this? Look at what we're looking at. Kurumada. Hurry up and give the ID card to that damn woman. That ought to stop her rampage. Wait, is he done? Is he gone? But even so, Kurumada's still alive, so he's at his limit, so he's still alive. What, should we leave Kurumada and go? Is this a choice? Wait. Is this a choice to save Kotaro or save Kurumada? Is that what this choice is? Because if we fix Kurumada, will he survive? And then will the rampage continue for Kotaro and Mai? That's what worries me. This is what genuinely worries me. Because if you know what I'm thinking, right? Like, I'm sorry, I'm so frozen here now as well. That usually happens with some choices as well, but like, I'm worried that if we leave him, like, it's not going to matter whatsoever. I don't know. I'm so worried about what this choice could mean. Everyone else stay behind. I didn't even, you know what's so weird? My brain didn't even register what that could mean. If you do everyone else stay behind, does that mean I go on ahead and everyone else stays behind with Kurumada? Is that a good compromise where we can still try and stop the rampage? And we can keep going and everyone can try and save Kurumada. I think that might be a good compromise. But I'm worried that that's not going to work. Like, it's going to hurt too many people at the same time. You know? I'm so worried what that means. Fix or leave or... leave, fix, or everyone else stay behind. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try this. Everyone stay behind. I'll return the ID card by myself to stay with Kurumada. Don't be stupid. I'm calling you all pests. It's over for me. Hurry up and go. It's amazing I can even still move. Kana will stay all Kana, and like that's so great. Even though the bond is broken, everyone, please deal with Maple. Brett, listen when people talk to you. I feel bad because I feel like I'm going against the statement of like what Katara would want. Katara probably would have wanted to stay, but guys, I hope you understand. Like again, I'm also not perfect. In my mind, all I was thinking about was like, is this going to save Katara? I'm probably going to do a fast forward function through that section because like, there's parts of it I was just sitting there, just like rubbing my beard. You know what I mean? There's parts of it just there that I was literally just like thinking about what, you know, like rubbing my chin, you know, putting my hands over my face, thinking about what we could do here as well. And again, all I was thinking about was saving Katara, but again, I guess that's one of the situations where like, you know, as we said, we can't judge the characters in this too, where it's like, I'm not perfect either, you know? Katara's messaging would have been to stay probably beside Kurumada. Got it. I'll leave it to you, Kana. Kana doing a really bold move here as well. I think it's, again, this also emphasizes the story of what Katara wants here as well, of all of us working together. Because now it's like the person that has been berated the most by Kurumada is the one staying behind to help him. I just hope she's gonna be okay. And him, of course, as well, but you know what I mean? She's on her own now. We just have to do what we can. I'm sorry, Kurumada. You know what I mean? I feel terrible, but I guess it's one of those things where like we're not always, you know... I'm not saying you're not perfect if you make the same decision I made. I'm saying that like it feels like Katara probably would have wanted us to stay with Kurumada, and it's probably the decision that like adds in a way to like the idea of what we've been doing here, which is uniting under one front. But all I was thinking about was maybe saving Katara. Take this brat away from me already. Kana will definitely find a way to fix Kurumada. So please help Keiji, Katara, and Mai. Yeah, I'm sorry, but like, of course, like, it's good. I'm not gonna, like, I shouldn't apologize for, making a decision in my own mind that at the time felt right and that I was, you know, pained over. You know what I mean? Oh, we just have to go straight to, we have to go to the elevator. Yeah, I'm not gonna apologize for that. I think it's just more of a case of just like, you know, those decisions make you think in different ways, right? Where you're trying to like always like come to terms with all the decisions in your head, and sometimes it's not even like a good choice in your head. Sometimes you don't even have the right choice in your head. Like the time with So and Kana, for example, I didn't want any of them to die, but I went with like the one deciding factor, which was I said I would protect Katana all this time. I said I would protect Kana all this time. So it's like legitimately a thing where like I think those choices do. There's sometimes it can be easy. Like the choice I made up, I remember before we pushed Mariko, even though I didn't want to do it, I made up that choice before I even did it. And sometimes they can like warp your mind in this sense where like all I'm thinking about is, oh, gotta save Katara. Then afterwards I'm like, would have been a better decision to stay with Kurumada. Again, that's what the game is doing it to the characters to an extreme extent, and to us like to obviously a lesser extent, but it's really well done in that sense. Those choices make you feel that way. Oh, the buttons aren't doing anything. What are you talking about? Why ain't it working? Did Maple break it? No, please. What do you do now? Muscle Grill and Mr. Policeman are both gonna... We gotta go back. Let's see if any machines in the control room can activate the elevator. We're in a hurry here. Are you joking me? Ranmaru? What's wrong? What's the matter? Why did you stop? Sorry, let's go. No, if something's up, you can say, if you want to say it on the way even. What? So something was bothering him there? Something about the elevator control? No! What the hell? Where is she? Where is he? Where are Kana and Kurumada? The hell did they get to? No, come on. Oh, Chin, please tell me what happened. Huh? It's terrible. Kurumada just ran out of the room. And then Kana... Oh, no. Why would he run out of the room? Just to get away from her? But that puts her in more danger. Say what? What now? Yeah, we gotta go look for them, Woof. Wait, I want to tell you something first. What is it? Oh my god! Now we have Kana potentially in danger, Keiji in danger, Mai and Kitaro definitely in danger. Kurumada on his last legs. Is everyone ready? Listen, there's a way to keep Kurumada alive. Okay, we can do it. We can do it. What do you mean? Tell us. By charging him. Charging? Take a look at that screen. Sure. This is the information on Naomchi. Kurumada, that was Naomchi. That's the name we saw, yeah. There's been no major damage to the head. Remember he was on the list? Or the bar, was it? Or was it the list? I think it was the list. So even if his torso was taking a big hit, his battery's still working, right? His music's awesome. Very funky. Then we can still save Kurumada? Yeah, it's if you just charge him up, you can extend his life. Though the damage is serious. Though I don't know how long it'll last. There's a charger somewhere on this floor. We've searched a bunch and never found anything like that, meow. We haven't, yeah. Strange. Is there any we haven't searched? Some we haven't searched in the police box. How about in the police box? Oh, we looked inside. Okay, that's fine. So maybe in the locker? How about in the locker room? It's so small, so we finished looking around quick. No, not the room. I mean, what's inside the lockers? We couldn't check unless we unlocked them, Woof. Hold on, you might be able to actually... Just use the ID card. What? The music's so good in this game. It's so good. As a backup in case you forget the code or whatever, that ID card should be able to unlock them. That's perfect. Well, what do we do about Maple? Are we going to leave her to rampage just because the elevator won't work? The elevator's... that's strange. In that case, could you display Mai's data on that screen? Sure, hold on a sec, wait. So she's alive. The current data for Mai. Good. So at the very least, Mai is safe right now. So we know that's very smart from Sarah. Because while we don't know if Kitaro is safe, it's a good indication that they're escaping early. If Mai escaped, then Kitaro could have escaped as well, right? Now, knowing Kitaro, he also could have pushed her on ahead and said, "Go on ahead." If she were broken, it'd be a big old skull icon. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I didn't ask for that. But I mean, it's good to know. It is good to know. Which means Muscle Gorilla, maybe he's hiding together with Mai somewhere. Then we gotta find the charger first. And we'll find Kurumada too and save his life. Reiko always determined, isn't he? She's always determined. I'll try accessing the computers to see if I can control the elevator. You can do that, meow. But of course, it's a secret, okay? Watching you guys just makes me want to help, as concerning as that is. Oh my god. Again, as I said last time, it really feels like this AI really feels like it is like this thing that that Shin should have been allowed to do, right? Be so helpful to the entire crew after everything. Because he already was helpful, but be helpful and also be pals with everyone. You know what I mean? It feels like he's getting to live on through Shin's legacy in some ways that he would have been allowed to do, you know? He would have been fine to be able to trust everybody, and also that being able to have friends and people that like him and all those things in between. He won't sacrifice anyone else. This is crazy, man. So many, again, they do drama in this game so well, in a way of shifting each moment to moment dramatic situation, where it feels like, you uncover one thing or you solve one thing and then you have to deal with another issue, but it never feels tedious. It always just feels very dramatic and heart pounding. So you have to go to the lockers, right? So the lockers are here open with ID card, meow. Let's look around for that charger. So Kurumada ran out of there. I wonder if he was just kind of trying to get Kana to leave him alone, because he wanted to just die in peace. I think it felt like in that way too. And I changed my view a little bit on the Kitaro thing, because I think Kitaro would have wanted... I think he's the type of person that wouldn't trample on Kurumada's resolve either. I think if he heard Kurumada be you go on ahead and I'll stay here or whatever, I think Kitaro might have been also let's go, because he understands maybe what he would have felt in that moment. Are we looking at all these things? Oh, that's actually really interesting. It's a double open. And actually a very dramatic sequence, right? One by one opening these lockers. It's okay, well, there's a suspense to it. Oh. It's a lantern? Obtain the lantern. Okay. I thought it was some weird charger. Is that in all the lockers? We can't open these ones? A lantern, small lantern with switch. What will oh, yes, okay. Sure. We'll prepare myself. Okay, okay. Something's about to happen, I guess. And again, I have no problem with the game doing that. Like I play JRPGs where, like, consistently, like, if you're about to do a big battle, the game will be like, are you sure you're ready? You sure you're prepared? You know what I mean? So, like, before, like, a final boss or something. So, I'm not upset by them, like, kind of maybe indicating that something is going to happen here. I'll flip the switch. Big Sis Sarah, do you hear a noise? Oh, no. A noise? The door closed? Oh, no, no. Again, get over here right now. I'm not trapped. There's too dang many. Not good. At this rate, it'll go like before. I don't like this. Not again. Gin, get over here. Get over here right now. What? What are these slots? What are we dealing with this time? Oh my god. Haunted doors. What is this? The whole room's attacking us. Woof. Calm down, Gin. I'm here. Believe in me. Oh yeah, we have to center him as well, as he did for us before, this poor kid. Big Sis Sarah. Wait, so what do... Wait. Do you have to open the doors? The light is red and won't open. Do we have to open these doors? It won't open. We have to see what happens when we turn on. Wait, is it a memory game? That we have to remember everything that's on the screen? So what, there's... I'm not the best at memory games. Like, I'm thinking like it's like a thing that we have to remember what's in the lockers or something. It seems like that could be it. I'm not the best at this, so hopefully I will be able to do this if this is what this is. No idea what it means though. Is this a hint for solving a puzzle? It seems like we have to, like, it's like an ultraviolet light. We have to maybe remember what's on here. Wait, but maybe not. Switch the lantern off. Items fell out of the locker? A whole bunch of stuff just fell. Oh, we have to remember where they go? Maybe we have to put them into the lockers? Oh, no. Wait a second. So, and I wonder if it's, like, time limited as well, because, like, we can't check the lantern too much. That could be it as well. I remember the book was, like up there, though. I remember that specifically. Please return in time. Do we put her up here? Yes, okay, so it's not a memory... It is a memory game, but not in the way I thought it was. I thought they were gonna, like, put the pictures on the bottom of the screen here and be like, this is the order you have to click things in. The light on the locker turned green. Oh, boy. So we have, like, what? There was a computer. Which one will have the computer on it? Or the laptop? And there's also a baguette. And there's a fire extinguisher. I don't remember these ones. Unless we can check with the line. Again, I know we're like, it's probably going to be a time thing. Was there a baguette? There is no baguette. Or... fire extinguisher, it seems. So maybe I can, like, just take a mental note of everything here if I can. I'm just gonna look all around as much as possible here. Just trying to take as much of a mental... I could take a picture, but, like, I feel like that defeats the purpose. I mean, there's nothing wrong if you did. I want to make that clear. If you also did that, I'm never one of those people who's like, you cheated yourself, man. It's like, no, play however you want to play. Eventually, we might have to take a picture. Who knows? Okay, but the items you don't have are not here. Unless they are? Wait, something... Oh, we have to see what goes in that empty slot there? Nothing. Unless there was something in that slot. Like the computer maybe or something we can put in there? I don't know, because I didn't see those items unless like it's like... I don't remember what was on the image of that. I remember the book was on that one. But I don't remember what was in there. We can try put the computer in, but I don't know what that's going to do. Insert laptop computer. It's the only one we can insert into, right? So that was right? I don't remember... Wait, I don't remember these items. Maybe I got this wrong entirely. Is it association then? Is that what this is? Association? In some ways? Like, cause I remember like the house was beside like a picture of like an elevator. I remember the coffins were here. So maybe we put the death in the coffin area? If it is association then. What the hell's happening? Are you? Oh, so every time we do, okay, every time we do it, my car's being drawn by the magnet. I'm being pulled. No, 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 no. Every time we take actions, every time we fail at a puzzle, I bet. Everyone's lives on the line. I have to actually. So okay, so this for death, I guess. Turn green. Okay, but then this one here was like an elevator with a person standing over it. Or was it the... Oh! No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was two people standing over it. And that's the same thing as the door for Maple, so that would be T. That's what it was. Yes. Because that's what we had in this game. Yes, it's T. The light in the locker turned green. Oh my god, okay. More items fell down as well. I might need to take another mental note of this as well. What do we remember? So we already said that in this slot it was the kind of like the doorway, the gateway. So I guess that's a lock. It's association. I thought it was going to be a thing where we have to find the items themselves. Locker turned green. And then what was this one again? This was the... Okay, so this one up here, we remember as being... Well, we don't remember what it was being. I don't think this one had one. I know this one was the book. And then under the book was like the... It was like, it looked like a classroom or something. I don't exactly remember. Or was this the classroom? And this was another... Because if this was the classroom, then what can we... Is there anything we can associate with the classroom? A bell? What if we get it wrong, though? Yes, so maybe like a classroom bell? No, it's not that. I guess that wasn't it. And there it goes back again. Items fell out of the locker. Okay, I might have to look at it again. I know we're taking actions again, but... Okay, mental note again. So it was a kind of a... It was like a desk and tables, but... Okay. Then should I go with my assumption that the one under... This might come down to me taking a picture at this point. I think this had like a picture of like a photo on the wall, so maybe we could like... Oh, please don't do anything else. Yeah, it's going to do some more stuff. The magnet pulls grew stronger. Student specs, he's not getting pulled up right away, is he? Stop quivering and think. Ain't you an adult? It's okay to be scared, though. Keep out of myself. Get advice? Does anyone have any ideas? Come to think of it, the shadows that show up from the lantern, don't they look kind of like a floor map? Wait, it's actually the items that you would find. Okay, it's association, but it's items you find in the rooms for the floor map. So it's actually items you find in the rooms. Yeah, so that makes sense. So it is association in a way. So maybe it is paintings on the wall. Yes, okay, okay. Then this one here, I remember it like looking like, it looked like there was like a window, right? Because I thought this one was like the classroom, but that's the classroom. Then this one I think is the one with the window. It had like a window and it looked like a sink, like an old science room table. But what would that be then? In terms of the floor map. I don't remember what that looks like in the floor map. What looked like a science room table? What looked like again? Maybe I'm gonna sound so stupid now. It had like a window, and like it looked like a desk with like a science. You know when you have the science rooms when they have like the sinks on the table. Wait, I can look up the floor map. That's not cheating, right? Is it? Is it cheating? Is it cheating to look up the floor map? I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I can just say I'll look up the floor map. I'm not looking up the actual association, right? Because that's still the order we have to do it, and we have to check the lantern anyway, right? I just want to see what that room looked like, I guess. Yeah, that's not cheating, right? Is it? I'll be honest with you guys. I'll look up the floor map, I guess. It's not a sink. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. It's a microphone. I was like, what floor map area has a freaking sink on it? It's a freaking microphone. Yeah, you guys know, I'll be honest, if I ever look up something like that, I forgot what it looked like 100%. And maybe that is cheating in a way, but like, I think I would have been thinking it was a sink this whole time. That's perfect, okay. Items fit out of the lockers, more items fit out of the lockers. What is opening up now as well? So the other items we have are boxing gloves. We have a bell. I don't know if we're going to be using that bell now, though. We have a trophy. So we have a few of them already, like, done. That was I know this was the ring, so that would be like a boxing glove. Yeah, that would be a boxing glove. I know this was the ring. I know it is. I don't entirely remember what was on the other side of this thing, though. No, I do. That was the freaking badge. It was the badge. So where do we? What's a badge? What shows police? Oh, the police siren. Perfect. Yeah, I remember the badge being so like gigantic on the top corner here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. And then this is the tables and chairs. This was the table and chairs, but what is for the table and chairs? It was the classroom. So what will be the classroom out of all these things here? What out of all these things? A trophy, maybe? A tennis bowl? What is this? Okay, so that's a shogi. That's a panda. Bug catching net. Baguette, it's not baguette. That's a school bag? Oh, I could have put that in earlier. I thought it was that's like a briefcase. I guess school bags are different depending on the culture though, aren't they? Yeah, that makes sense. For me, that would just be a briefcase. My bad. There we go. Okay, we got it. And here's the thing, 100%, I have to look up what one of the floor maps look like. I'm be completely honest with that. I'm not going to deny it. I would never sit here and be like, I remember what it looks like. Like, I'm not going to do that. As I always say, I'd rather let you guys know than just like, you know, nah. Because it's not a big deal, right? Whatsoever. We actually succeeded in this. The force pulling our collars weakened and the door opened. This was a fun challenge. I thought originally it was going to be like, they're going to show like a bunch of like things on the bottom of the screen and be like, you know, let's say take this like panda, shogi tile, bell and all this stuff. Then we're going to have to like click the lockers in the right order, but it was way different. That was fun. That was fun though. That was rough, meow. Yeah, the fear again, especially for like Gin and Hayasaka, who had to go through this again, and the idea of like thinking about having to go through this again, you know? But I knew Big Sarah would save us, woof. Everybody okay? Sure, somehow. Alright, where's the charger? We didn't find it anywhere. Wait, what's happening? No way. There's another, like, hidden space. The lockers. Another one of these trick doors? I don't want to go in there. We just have to... Somebody scout it out. Do you want me to scout it out? Someone please scout it out. No, Reiko, I can do it. I can do it. But Reiko, of course, being very proactive. Big Sis, Reiko, be careful. It's no big. You watch my back, Gin. She's the glue, man. She's such a great glue. Like, and she's so supportive to people and so lovely. And the fact that she's gone through so much in this story already and it's still so supportive is so amazing. Like, I love that just a simple line to Gin to be like, because again, that's an older, like, person being like, hey, watch me back. And he thinks Reiko's great. That's going to fill him with so much confidence, you know? Cool music again. Let's hope she'll be okay as well. She left. The dark passage beyond the lockers. All right. Yeah, I'm going inside now that she hasn't answered, right? For sure. Let's check it out. Oh, is this where they get reinitialized? This place. Not seeing any real traps. Let's search around. This is such an interesting location because, like, this looks like it. Maybe it is the place where, like, they create the dummies. Possibly. There's a big machine installed here. Is this the charger? Oh, maybe. It's not a drinks machine. I'm super thirsty. I want a drink. Do they have any hot drinks? Don't carelessly start drinking anything. There's drawers on the desk open. So maybe that is the charger in some way, but there's documents inside. What's this, some kind of instruction manual? Oh, it is the charger. Obtain the charger manual. It's all about the charger, meow. Which means the charger should be in here. What's the note in the back? Obtain some kind of note. It says game start, blue 1, red 6, yellow 0. Blue 1, red 6, yellow 0. Is that a code? Blue 1, red 6, yellow 0. What could this be? Doesn't seem to be related to the charger. Sarah, could you show me that instruction manual? Here we go. Sure enough, the device seems to be a large-scale charger. Really? And with this manual, you should be able to use it. Alright, now we just have to bring the guy. Let's go look for him, meow. That's the thing, we just have to find him. Is that a safe? There's a safe on the floor. Oh, yeah, right? There's a photo inside. What's that, a photo? Of what? Isn't this... What? Oh my god, man. It's so invasive. They knew so much about people's lives. And I can't even enjoy that this outfit is freaking incredible, right? Because all I'm thinking about is like how invasive this truly is. Huh? The woman in the photo, it's clearly... Ain't this me? But she doesn't remember it? Which makes sense. It did affect people's memories, right? When was this taken? You don't remember it? That's the thing. I think it maybe... I wonder if Hiyori took a picture of this. You know what I mean? Because Hiyori was involved in a lot of people's lives at this stage. Hell no. Well, I know the place though. That's the thing. It's like I'm guessing it was Hiyori who took the picture, but she doesn't remember even being there at this stage. This old cafe used to go there often with a band member. Who could have taken this photo? I'm guessing Hiyori. Creepy as shit, man. Why is it in a safe? Let's use the light to look around more. Gin switched on the lantern. What? Wait, what? What just happened? What hell do you mean false charges? What? Wait. It was an accident, it's true. Alice didn't kill him. Oh, she's remembering this. Wait, that light helped her remember? Don't cry, Miss Reiko. Our organization can help you out. Look at this. We can see Reiko in distress on the ground. Maybe after Alice was charged. There it is. There it is. Like clockwork, he is involved in so many aspects of their lives. It like activated in her head as well. Reiko. What in the world is Reiko? Hiyori has been involved in so many aspects of these characters' life. With Keiji, with the police officer who gave him the false report. With Shin, who befriended or tried to befriend him in school and studied him in that way too, right? He has legitimately been involved in so many characters' past lives. And now this with the Reiko thing as well. Did I really meet him? Huh? I saw Midori. We met in person and had a talk. Years ago. Big Sis Reiko. Why'd I forget? How could I? Again, sorry, but turn that lantern off for me. When I look into the light, my head hurts. So this lantern has something to do with like their memories as well, it seems, or remembering things. Or at least affects their our heads in some way. Right. I love the way she very politely asks Gin as well to turn it off. Is that okay? Thanks. Are these lost memories? That's what I'm thinking. It's lost memories. It appears to be that. Could this be our lost memories? It could be. I feel like I'm this close to remembering more clearly. What could Reiko and Midori have possibly talked about? Maybe something similar happened to me. That's what I'm thinking. I think it happened to every single person. It seems that at some point Midori, Hiyori got involved in all of our lives. And maybe in an attempt to study us. Maybe in an attempt to get close to us. Maybe he enjoyed the idea of like study, which we know he did, right? He enjoyed studying humans. Maybe it was all part of his extrapolations, his experiments, you know? Crazy stuff. It must be so mind-melting to see a picture of yourself where you don't remember where you took it or you don't remember being there. Right? And I'm not talking about, when you take a picture of it like as a kid, when you see pictures of a kid, I don't remember going to the beach. It's like, I don't remember being there that day, you know? But like, it's different now. Like, it's like, she was like a fully grown woman, a cup of coffee. Either someone else was documented or that was again. As she said, since she didn't remember it, I imagine it was because of Midori. And it appears to be to do with Alice's charges. She talked about the idea of false charges and him being charged falsely. Maybe she looked to Anastrava. It's not Anastrava, that's Genshin, isn't it? Anasaru, as a way of getting the charges dropped for Alice. Possibly. The door seems to open easily. There could be a trap involved. I wanted to search this room first. I did search the room. Oh, there's a bin. There's a chair. Let's go find Kurumada now. So let's try here. Nope. Let's try the library. Nope. Let's try the office. Maybe they've gone back to the room as well. We might see. Nope. Let's try the classroom. No. Let's try the elevator. Maybe he's trying to get into the elevators. Oh, how do I die? There it is. I'm gonna kill the damn maple. Please stop. Kana, Kurumada. You guys, did you go save Mai and Kotaro? No. We couldn't open the doors. The elevator, yeah, just be practical. Say the elevator doesn't work. Because I don't think he cares about being killed right now. I don't think he gives a damn about that idea right now. We just have to charge him. Don't lie to me, damn it. I won't stand for being a loser. So this idea of like not wanting to lose, you feel like, man, you got ripped apart by by what they, all accounts, it seems to be the strongest obstructor in the game. It's not like you're going to win. That's the thing. You'll become an ultimate, like, loss here. We find a way to save you. I don't need that crap. Defeat us, then you can go. Just calm down and listen. Please believe us. Please believe us. We found a charger. We can save you, Kurumada. Really? Shut up. Stop getting in my way. I'm free to do what I want. Please just cut it out. Kana? Right now, Kurumada, it's as if you're trying to die. Oh, and the tears pouring down from Kana's face as well. Just like so was then. Oh my god. Yeah. She's associating the idea of Kurumada thinking I'll just die with So, who sacrificed himself for Kana as well. Which again, Kana's always grateful and wants to live for So after he died. But there's also clearly a thing here where it's like she doesn't want that to happen to anybody. You know? So did it protect Kana. And Kurumada, you're trying to protect all the dummies, aren't you? And she's seeing through this as well. An obstructor's goal should be complete after they destroy one of you. And yet Maple's rampage didn't stop. Oh, because he still survived. Again, amazing music. He's seeing it as maybe he's trying to die. It's not him trying to kill Maple. It's him saying if she finishes me off right now, then the obstructor will stop. It's actually a very noble sacrifice from Kurumada. Kurumada must think that that's because she thinks you're still alive, right? So she's aware that Kurumada still lives. And charging Kurumada to him means that Kotaro and Mai are still in danger. He's doing this to protect everybody. That's why you're trying to die. Oh, wait. Shut up, don't make wild assumptions. But I don't want any more of that. Don't think it'd be better if I died. Please try to live, Kurumada. You want me to live, damn it? And again, this is the person that you've berated, that you've been rude to this whole time, you've been snarky and short with, you know? And she wants you to live, right? But again, I understand, like, this is very noble from Kurumada, wanting to, like, you know, sacrifice himself for this as well. It's very noble. Of course it is. I'll smash it, even if I do charge. How long it's gonna... I'll smash it. Even if I do charge. How long is it gonna last? I can hardly even walk anymore. Kana will be... Oh my god, Kana! And the strength that Kana's obtained after everything that's happened with her as well. This is like when she patted Sarah on the back and like took the light from the collar and gave the, you know, and took the danger away from Sarah. This is like when this is like when Keiji also was the legs for Kana as well, taking that from her as well. Sarah's been the legs for Kana throughout this entire game, so whenever she could carry that burden for Kana also. Reiko's been helping her whenever she could. Nao could help her whenever she could. So was helping her. So that she sacrificed his life for her. Now she wants to be the legs for somebody else. She wants to be the person that carries everyone else after everyone has done so much for her as well. Oh my god, Kana, this is amazing. This is so amazing from Kana. I can't carry you fully, but I can at least give you half support. Let's go, Kurumada. I'm sorry. That's incredible. And that's an emphasis. The fact that she can't support him fully is also meaningful. It's also important. It's the fact that she's still doing this even though she can't fully support him. It's incredible. Let's take him to the room with the charger. I won't let him die. No, it's amazing. And again, as I said, symbolically, the fact that she can't fully support him, that she's the one doing it. The fact she can't fully carry him and she's the one doing it is showing that, again, he's trying to make this sacrifice to sacrifice life. And when Kana doesn't want to do this whatsoever because she doesn't want to see the same thing happen. So even though So's death was meaningful for her in terms of like her growth and stuff like this, she doesn't want to see someone else sacrifice themselves. Because the pain of actually losing So without getting to know him was horrible for her. But the half carrying thing, it's like, I know that this is difficult. I know this is hard. I know this feeling is difficult. Just like carrying you will be difficult, but I'm going to do it to show you though, even though it's hard, I'm going to do it. It's like a physical thing that shows a very spiritual, symbolic thing. Really cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff. And we can only go to one place as well. Should we save just in case? Probably. Really great stuff. Beyond the lockers is the way to the charging room. Let's go. Really great stuff from Kana once again. I mean, she's an amazing character. She really is. There's a big charger installed here. According to the manual, let's recharge one person to full charge. Let's charge his head or his torso? His torso? Let's connect him like the manual said. No, I'm fine. Come on, are you still... Just think about it. With this battery here, you could send the others' lives, right? No, I don't need that. Anzu. You're gonna die, aren't you? Aren't we allies? That sudden shift. Oh my god, the sudden shift in his facial expression. Even look at this. It's so incredible. Like almost instantly, right? When Anzu says, like, aren't we allies? You can see his expression change completely. The dummies, and he just accepted it. Oh my god, all the dummies are doing it. None of you idiots think this is true. That's a beautiful, again, symbolically. Kana half carrying him even though it's hard. Him still resisting it and all the dummies being the one to do it because they know they could extend their lives, but they're doing this for Kurumada. Should the guy who got himself injured like this be saying that? Hey, Sarah, listen. If the floor master meets their doppelganger, they die? Huh? Remember the unique info each of us got to hear? That's mine. Wait, how does that happen to what doppelganger? I don't even know what it means. Yeah, like what? And besides, what's the matter to me? Yeah, I have no idea. Why suddenly bring this up now? Just felt like it because you wanted to give us something back. You totally did. Except, well, there goes the value of letting me live, I guess. So you're saying you want us to protect the others? What? Is that how it is? Quiet you! Oh my god, look at this. Kamara will be fine now. And the blush from Kana too. That was such a powerful scene. And for a character, like, legitimately, like, I did not give a flying F about 20 or 30 minutes ago. Well, obviously when he got hurt, I did. But I'm saying, like, maybe, like, an episode or so ago. You know, guys, I was, like, not a fan of him. The fact that I'm now at the end of this being like, what great character writing. That says a lot, right, for me, personally. Honestly. Now all that's left is Maple. We have to find a way to get downstairs. It screams a lot to me that, like, I felt this, you know what I mean? That, like a character who, like, as I said, I not really, like, not that I didn't care about this, so I wanted to hear them more, like, as an interesting character, but as emotionally attached, I did not give a damn about this character, right? I was not a fan of him. I did not like him. But now I'm coming away from this part of the story being like, wow, what a well-written section for this character, and what a great moment for this character. Like, pretty incredible, right? Really incredible stuff. Oh no. Why is the screen bright red? Shin? Oh no. What's the matter? I won't tell. Not anyone. What? Help. Oh no. What the the screen. He's been no, what? Oh my god. I know it was an AI, but, like, I was kind of happy having, like, Shin there in some ways. Was he punished for giving it to me? That's what I'm guessing happened. I'm guessing that he was hurt for what he did for us. Then it's our fault, meow. No, this is all a Midori. I agree. I 100% agree. It's not our fault. It's not our fault whatsoever. It's not the people who are playing this fault. Holy hell, man. It's no one else's fault. We made so... No, again, no, we did not. We did not. Let's get moving. We think of another way to get to work the elevator. I'm sure we can revive him somehow. Again. Big Sis Reiko. I'm going to end the video here, guys, by the way. It is 100%, and again, I understand why Gin's feeling this way, because again, it's a kid feeling the weight of the deaths that have been happening in the story. And he's, of course, going to then feel like, okay, a decision we made has led to someone else's death, and that's probably going to be very hard to deal with. But the thing that Sarah said is so true. We didn't cause the death of these, of Gin. We didn't, no matter what happens here. And here's the thing, I will say this right now. Obviously, you judge people. Let's say, for example, if right now, Keiji, when he came out of the coffin, he went up to, like, Sarah and, like, killed her. Of course you're going to judge that. You're going to be like, what the hell? Of course you have a right to judge it. But what I'm saying is, in terms of stuff like, for example, like as we said before, when So was trying to, like, put the blame on Sarah, when Katara was trying to, was badgering Gin and all this stuff as well, we do not judge people in the same way we would judge people in their everyday normal lives. Just in the same way, in this sense, it's like, the decisions we made here were for our own safety. Shin tried to save us because he wanted to help us. The only reason he was killed there in that moment that AI was destroyed was because of Midori and this company. Because if they could have just left it, right? It's the same type of, like, really horrible attitude that you have for, like, horrible people when they do the thing where it's like, I hurt you because, you annoyed me. And it's like, what the hell, Or it's the same type of, like, mentality that people have in life where it's like, like, I did this because you did this, right? And it's like, you did something really horrible, though. Yeah, but I did this because if you weren't there at that moment, right, then I wouldn't have gotten angry, and I wouldn't, it's so... what it is that type of mentality that people have, like sometimes people have in life, which is like they do something horrible to you and they try to put the blame on you. And that's what it feels like with this thing where it's like, they're like, oh, you're killing everybody. Oh, you're distrusting people. Oh, look what Mai did to you. And all of it like can be traced back to the who's at fault, which is Midori and this entire company. This conglomerate company that's doing all this stuff. That's who's at fault here, not anyone else. And as I said, we would judge people accordingly. Like, as I said, for example, if like a character did something absolutely horrifically evil and enjoyed it, we'd be like, yeah, you're horrible. Of course. That's of course different. But you guys know what I'm saying with this. Like, it's like clearly like whatchamacallit, like a different situation here. And I understand why Gin's feeling this way because it is watching like someone else die and it feels like losing someone else again. And he's watched so many people lose their lives, and it feels like maybe it is a direct. Again, it is like in a twisted way. It is a direct, directly because of our actions, because of Shin's actions. But again, you have to understand that like if Midori didn't do anything there and didn't kill Gin, then he would. Sorry, not kill Gin, kill Shin, then he wouldn't have died. End of. There's no other way to looking at that. It's their fault. This was a really powerful, scary, and like impactful episode for me. Like we had like the whole thing of the activating of the doorways, and we don't know if like Keiji is safe. We had the idea that like, you know, we have to like save Kurumada, which was like a huge part of this whole thing as well. Ending up with us like actually like getting to charge him a little bit as well, and actually him changing his perspective, which I think was the biggest part of this whole episode. There's like huge parts of this episode that really had like lasting changing, probably maybe, we don't know if lasting, but like different effects on this entire game forever. Like really, I would say like, scary moments, right? We had the mini game we played, which I actually thought was really, really great. But again, it was a whole nother thing of like scaring us again, bringing more trauma to Gin. We saw what it was going to do to the idea of like do it to Gin as well. Sorry, not Gin, but to Hayasaka. Hayasaka and Gin were the two people who were kind of like, oh my god, we know what this feels like. We don't want this to happen again. But like again, it's one of those things where it is trying to all like, while it's trying to hurt us, it's also trying to cause like a lot of trauma to us as well, right? We have Kurumada, who I believe was like the star of this whole episode, where Kurumada like genuinely was trying to get us moving on because he wanted to probably just fade away and die. He wanted to get us out of the picture so he could find, or maybe I think it was probably just he wanted to get us out of the picture so he could go down and maybe either die or die himself, because he wanted to die so that way that the obstructor would stop. Because once the obstructor kills one person, then they stop. They see it as their goal complete, I guess. But yeah, like, and to talk about Kurumada's character throughout again, because this was, I feel like, again, his episode. His story was a character of someone who I did not give a damn about, as I said. I did not care about emotionally, not as his writing. Obviously, I care about every character writing-wise, but I mean emotionally, I wasn't attached to this character when I was born. In fact, I had an aversion to him. But then that changed over time. Well, not over time, throughout this episode, because we got to see, like, maybe once again how... I don't want to be clear here. Like, it's not like, you know, people might say, oh, Calvin, you broke your rule, you judged someone for this. No, like, as we said, we call people out for being rude. He was being rude to people many, many times. This is factual. That doesn't mean we just ignore and be like, oh, like, you know, maybe he has... Because I don't live life like that either, you know what I mean? Where it's like, if someone's rude to me, you call them out. But then, of course, if you find out later when they apologize, like, yeah, I'm going through this thing, and you go, okay, yeah, like, I understand that, right? You can't just go through life, like, letting people just, like, call you out. Now, if you understand people are going through something, that's obviously a different situation. But in the case of, like, Kurumada, we had no idea what he was thinking in his head and what he was trying to think in his head. His thought process, and this is my view, before he got cut open, was... we can't work together because if we do, then everyone's probably going to die. Then when he got broken up and destroyed, he then thought to himself, okay, if I die now, then everything will get better for these guys. They have to move on and keep going forward. So the best way to do that was to be like, F you, move on, stay away from me, leave. And then when we went to find the charger, he went out to try and get down to fight Maple because he wanted to like die, and then that would free up... the rest of the characters and save Katara and Mai. He wanted to use his last time here to save the other dummies. And that's, again, shows his like personality in a way, because I think it's one of those things where, again, as you said, like, you can't be just rude to people. You know, you can't be mean to people, or you can't be horrible to people. Because I think people, someone might say, well, what about Alice? Alice was rude to people. I think Alice was like had no bite to any insults they had there. You know what I mean? Remember, like when we said we felt sad and they apologized right away. Like they didn't mean a single insult, and couldn't even do a good insult because they were so soft. You know what I mean? But like with obviously Kurumada, yeah, don't be mean to people or be rude to people or be short with people or be snarky with people or be kind of like uncomfortable with people. That's totally fair to call that out. But also at the same time too, we also like talk about the really amazing stuff that characters do as well. And in this sequence here, he was begging to die. He was talking about how like, you know, this will be better once I die. Everything will be over once I die. Or I think more of what he was doing first was like, I'm going to fight Maple, because that made him feel like, okay, I can hide the fact that I want to, I can hide the fact that I actually, want to die, and then hide the fact that I want to make it seem like I want to protect people by saying I want to fight Maple. And we saw there with Kana. Kana saw right through that, because Kana has seen sacrifice. Kana has seen the person that she was closest with probably in here as well. So, Shin sacrificed himself for her. And it's such a beautiful moment when Kana tells him to kind of like, shut the hell up and understand that we don't want you to sacrifice your life. We don't want that at all. And her giving him the one arm, the shoulder to rest on, and the arm that goes over her shoulder. As I said in the video, symbolically, something that she struggles to do, but she still does it because she's showing that, like, I don't want you to die, and I'm willing to, and it's just a small thing, I'm willing to carry the weight of, like, yourself, like how big he is. He's gigantic. I'm willing to carry this weight, even though I know I can't physically do that very well. At the detriment to myself, right? At a detriment to like, because again, it's like a small detriment, but it's a small symbol of like, look what I'm willing to do. I can't carry you, but I will. I struggle to carry you, but I will. And I think in that moment he started to realize, okay, like maybe there's people who care about me. And then later on, we saw there as well in the charging room when he tried to fight back again as well. Anzu opened up to him. You know what I mean? Anzu calling him an ally. This to me, I think, shook him to its core. When he heard the term ally be used against him, like, he definitely was like, okay, I wasn't expecting this. Because I think a lot of people who try to push people away, right? A lot of people in life who try to push people away and try to keep people away from themselves, insult them and all this stuff too. When people still care about them, they're frustrated and kind of shocked, you know? How do you still care about me? What is this? You know, like all this stuff in between. In this sequence, like, it was like, Anzu calling him his ally, and then all the other dummies tying him up to the recharging machine, even though he was like, you should take the life instead. It should be more beneficial for you guys. Was a massive moment of showing how the rest of the dummies were acknowledging that, like, no, we don't care if it's going to give us an extended life. We want you to survive. You are our ally. And it makes him feel like he is part of this team and no longer on the outside. And I think that's a massive shift in his story. A massive change. You saw in his eyes it was a massive change. He now knows that these characters that he has been biting at and being sharp with and all this stuff to try and push them away aren't going away. They're just not. And it is a care, and it's, again, so important with the two things. So important. Three things, actually. Anzu calling him an ally. All the dummies physically, by the way, attaching him to that machine so he can be recharged shows that they are willing to do this, that they're not just saying it, they are doing it physically. And then Kana physically carrying him. All this stuff shows Kurumada that everyone is willing to go for bat for you. Everyone's willing to fight for you. Everyone's willing to protect you. You just gotta realize that, buddy. We don't want you to die. It's beautifully emphasized with those three things. Beautifully. And if Anzu called me an ally as well, I'd be like, oh, you know, she's incredible. She's so fun and so charming as well in that way too. Yeah. Before all this as well, I forgot to mention, we saw the victim videos again. Before the cameras kind of like, you know, went on the fritz, and we kind of like got two more insights into something that's happening here in the story with Midori. Actually, three more insights. We can go through all of them right now as well. The first one is showing us the death, the way they died. When everyone is initial, right then and there, it's like 100% it was an attempt once again to traumatize all the characters, to show them that what's going to happen if they do die in this game. And that is tough to deal with. Remember, you may be having an alliance now, but remember what's going to happen if you guys die. The second thing that was shown was the fact that them getting like reinitialized, them turned into dummies. And they're showing their death at the start of this to show them and motivate them. Hey, you gotta sacrifice your partner. You gotta put them in your place, or you take their place. Showing them that he was giving them as much information as he wanted to give them at the start of this whole thing, but not obviously everything as well. The third thing was the photo of Reiko, which also was, I think there's another thing after this as well we have to talk about also when it comes to Midori. But the third thing as well was with Reiko, where Reiko has a picture of herself with someone at a coffee shop, and she remembered once Gin used that lantern, whatever that lantern is, that she had a coffee, or maybe not a coffee, but was pleading with Midori to save her brother, Alice. It's just to try and save him. And this snapped back into her memory, and that reminds us with Keiji having his mind snap back into it, and he remembered that Midori was the one that made the call, or at least was told he was. He remembered someone was there, and Midori told him this as well. We know as well that with Shin, Midori was hanging out with him in school as well. So we can now safely assume with like a surety, maybe not fully, but I think it's one of those things where it's like a foregone, like not a foregone conclusion, but it's like you kind of have to kind of believe it at this point. Midori was involved in like every character's life here in some way, shape, or form. Studying them, wondering what they were doing, all this stuff here, exploring them. 110% that's what he was doing. And now, here's the thing. Could it be a thing where he wasn't involved in everyone's life? Sure. But what I'm saying now is that we can make the safe assumption, the very, very safe assumption that he was involved in everybody's life in some way, shape, or form. Of course, we can. And then after this as well, which, by the way, just talk about the Reiko thing. Like, that must mess with your head. It must be so bad. It must be so bad to think about, like, how you were with this character who's trying to kill you. You remember this character from your past that's trying to, like, that's playing a death game with you, that's messing with you, that's being sadistic with you, and you can't fully remember them. And also, you can't remember when you took this picture. It shows how your memories are being messed with. It must be so harrowing and horrible to deal with. We also found out from Kurumada that if their doppelgangers meet, if the floor master meets their doppelganger, they die. We have no idea what doppelganger is, and we have no idea what how we would even pull that off. But we have a piece of information here now from Kurumada that shows that there is like another way to kill maybe Midori as well. But yeah, like all those things are really kind of like these big moments in this whole story, especially when it comes to the idea of Midori as well and what he's doing and how and like his part in this and how he plays in this as well. As a character, he's terrifying. I think as well, as I said, like the back of our mind this whole time, as we're doing this all the time, is the idea of what's happening to Katara and Mai. And I thought it was very clever what Sarah did with the whole like computer screen thing, because it like was able to show us like exactly if they were safe or not, or at least if Mai is safe, and then we can make like again a not safe assumption, but an assumption that Katara could be safe as well and hiding as well. Really, really well done with that sequence, because again, it reminds us, because all this whole episode I was thinking about Mai and Katara all the time. Every few thoughts, it was like, I hope they're okay. I hope they're okay. You know. Yeah, and just to close, like I think like once again the minigame was fantastic. I thought it was gonna be something different, but I actually really liked this minigame quite a bit. As I said, I looked up like what the map looked like, because I forgot like what it looked like, and I thought it was a sink, like you know, one of those science rooms where they have the sinks and the tables. I thought it was that. But it was actually a microphone. So yeah. And again, I always say, I don't need to say it over and over again, but I always say it that if I look something up, I'll just let you guys know. I'll just tell you guys. There's no problem in my mind with that as well. It's much better than, and I always say this, it's much better than this, right? What is the floor map? Oh, I don't know. Click, click, click. Wait, man. Oh my god. And flash up. Which, by the way, sometimes when you do think bolts of lightning can come to your mind, right? But I feel like it's always very, like, see-through when, like, someone looks something up and... maybe not always, but, like, when someone looks something up and then, like, you know, they implant it into the game, you can always be like, how did you just... Okay. You know, how did you do that? You know, you just randomly, all of a sudden... Okay. Yeah, but I'm not gonna harp on that too much, but yeah, I thought the minigame was really, really great too, and really fun and terrifying, because again, it has the trauma of the Gin and the Hyaka stuff, but again, they make these games so traumatizing but fun as well, so they're actually really fun to play. Guys, if you really enjoy these videos, then please go off and get yourself something lovely to drink. It's getting hotter out there. Go and do that. If you want to see these videos early, you can see them on YouTube members or on Patreon for €1, and that is whatever's in your currency as well of €1, and that is the lowest tier on my YouTube members on Patreon. If you want to see your name go across the screen right now, as it's going by right now in the credits, that's €10. And if you want to hear your name be read out at the end of every single video, that is €15. And that is going to be the end of every single video all the time for every video. From Roma Reacts to Your Turn to Die to Genshin to Honka Star you're in the end of every single video. First, I want to thank the patrons of the highest tier, that being Ty Pharaoh 2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Delicious Felix, Yuled, Anusta, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Liam, Heike Kasparian, Neo Sharite, Leah 200, Malcolm Kunde, Axler21, and at the highest tier of my YouTube members, Blasco and Lucinagi. Thank you so much, everyone. See you guys very soon. Bye-bye.